Hazem Gaber, and today since TikTok's in the news and people are trying to ban TikTok, and there's a big legal proceeding happening this week, and everybody's trying to buy TikTok. I'm gonna tell you how to build TikTok. I'm gonna tell you how to build the app right now. So there's no excuses. So you should see like 200 TikToks pop up this week. So like, you need 5 things, and 4 of them, well, 3 of them are super easy. The 4th one's a little bit tricky, and the 5th one, you gotta be lucky. So first, you need the app, and the app is the code that runs on your smartphone. And so if you've got an Android phone, there's code for the Android phone, and if you've got an iPhone, there's code for the iPhone. There's different versions of the app depending on the age of the phone and the version of the operating system that you're running. But no biggie, that's really easy to build right now, and I'm going to show you towards the end of this video. The second thing you need is the CDN, or Content Delivery Network, and that's all the servers all over the world that host the videos and bring them to the users, like lightning fast. So if you're watching a video on TikTok and you're in Toronto, or you're in Vancouver, if you're in Vancouver, your chances are that that video is coming from a server in Vancouver. If you're in Calgary, it's probably coming from a server in Calgary. If you're in like I don't know, Grand Prairie, Grand Prairie, the server is still probably coming. There are videos coming from Calgary. So, but there's a global distribution network that allows videos and other types of content like images, thumbnails, whatever, to get to the users really quickly. The third thing you need is a database, and the database is what holds all your stuff. So it's got all the usernames, all the user passwords, lists of videos, likes, views, comments. All that gets stored in a central database somewhere. And then we have the sauce, which is basically the algorithm. So now that can be divided into 2 parts. The first part is what I call the static part, which is like really basic code that runs the login, the search. Well, the search is actually complicated, but let's say the login, the ability to like a video, the ability to post a comment. There's some kind of script or code on the server that handles that. So that script takes input data from users on the app and sends it to the server and plugs it into the database and then regenerates. So when you like a video, there's a script that runs that. And that's super easy to write. If you know PHP or ASP or Java, there's a ton of languages for that that run server side. And then there's the other part of the sauce, which is the algorithm that decides what video to promote, or what video to show a particular user at a particular time, or prompting the user's phone to say, hey, you should watch this video. And the last thing that you need, so I might add that part's a little bit tricky, but that part can be built over time, especially now there's a lot of AI available. So even if it doesn't work great, it can work decently well, and it can learn over time until it gets better and better. And then the last part is what I call the critical mass. And the critical mass is always super important for social media apps, because you could build. I have an app on my phone that I use to scan documents. So I can take a photo of a document on my phone and it turns it into a PDF automatically. And the app costs like $4 a month, but it's super useful for me because I don't have a scanner. Or if I'm on the road, I don't have access to a scanner sometimes, and I need to create a PDF out of a physical piece of paper. Now, that app costs $4.99, and it took a guy like a day or a week or a month or whatever to build and put on the App Store, which is great. So if he gets 10 downloads or 100 downloads or a small number of users, he's still over time generating a bit of revenue, and so the app can always be successful. But a social media app, it needs a certain number of users, and it kind of needs a certain number of users in a geographical area. So if you think of like Facebook can only function if you are on it and your friends are on it. That's why when Google tried to come out with a social media app, I forgot the name, but it totally failed because not enough people joined. So even though a few people joined in every city, their friends didn't join, and so there wasn't enough interaction in the app. And so in order for a video content app to be successful, there has to be a whole bunch of people uploading videos and a whole bunch of people watching videos at the same time. And the videos that are being uploaded have to be relevant to the interests of the people who are watching the videos. If there's an imbalance, like if there's a whole bunch of gaming videos, but the people who are on the app want to see videos about makeup or whatever, you got an imbalance, and nobody's going to be watching. And people who upload the videos are not going to get much traffic, and so they're going to quit. And the people who are watching the videos are not going to see anything relevant, and so they're going to quit. And one of the ways that you can try to get a critical mass, like a lot of it's luck, but you can like seed your app. You can take content from some other app, and maybe that's not appropriate or legal. You might run into copyright concerns, but that might be one of the ways to get to the critical mass. So when I say content delivery network, what happens is all over the world, you got to put servers in all the big cities, and we call those edge servers. And each edge server, so we got the original server that hosts the video. So when somebody uploads a video to your app, it goes to one central server, and this is going to be like a massive storage appliance, and that server distributes your video to a whole bunch of local servers all over the world, and those servers distribute the video to the users. And the more popular your video, the more servers you might need in each area, because every server can only handle so much traffic. So I'm going to show you exactly how this is built. So on the left here, we've got our smartphone with our TikTok app, let's say. And then we've got a cloud, so we've got the content delivery network. And then we've also got another cloud here with our databases. So we've got users. And so this database holds all the usernames and passwords for our app, and maybe other attributes like email address, phone number, thumbnail, etc., etc., etc. And then we've got another database that holds our videos. So this is this doesn't actually contain the videos. The videos are in the CDN, but this database gives us a list of every video. So the title of the video, and the date that it was uploaded, and who uploaded it, and the location on the network, so that we can find it later. And then we have a third database which has all the comments and likes and like user interaction. So this database will say, this comment, and then posted at this time, and who liked it, and whatever. There's a whole bunch of links to that. And then we've got the secret sauce here. So we've got the code that runs like the most basic interactions, and we've also got the algorithm. So the algorithm is what tells us what video to show. So when somebody logs into the app, it recommends a certain video depending on the user and what that user is most likely to watch, because you want that user to be glued to your app for as long as possible until their brain turns to mush. And so that's why you need a really good algorithm. Algorithm is like the most valuable part, is one of the most valuable parts of the apps next to the users. But no users or no algorithm and you're screwed. So that's it for part 1. Now I'm going to make part 2. But if you have any questions, please post a comment. Thank you.